Hi, it is Sunday. I'm going into my third week of school. Newari and I are sitting down right now. Well, I'm trying to lesson plan and she's playing with her toys, but she keeps bringing me I put books in a stack that I'm going to use for book a day, and she wants me to read those to her. I know grocery store thing failed. I'm not using Instacart today. We just came in because I don't need that much stuff, and last week I wasn't really happy with the produce I got. It's close to her nap time. She's getting fussy, so she gets a ride along today. I'm gonna be so sad when she's too big to go in the carrier. Hey, it's Monday. Here's what we are doing today. My kids who didn't have their writing journals, who weren't able to get them from home, received their composition notebooks today. And then we actually started a lesson in narrative writing. It was our first thing that we did. We're writing narratives about places. So I'm using a lesson plan that's from 180 days, and we are writing about locations. We're starting with the short memoirs, and they had this idea to write connected to a place. Our book of the day is I Am a Story. It gives the history of storytelling. And so we talked about how things started around a campfire, and then we brought that all the way back to us having our circles in the shape of a campfire. Oh, look at this. One of my girls finished a book and I had her write a little post-it note giving a recommendation for the board. I've also been displaying this little stack of books just to show off what I am bringing into the class. And my web classes still are not starting the web curriculum because they're still fixing schedule changes. We're doing personal shields. I found this one online. It even has the directions at the bottom. I've done this activity before and I've done it from scratch, but I'm like, nope, easy peasy. It is Tuesday. That means it is circles day in my class. We're speaking about favorite rooms because our writing in narratives right now is focused on writing about places. So our book for today was Eraserheads. That's about how making mistakes is okay. Our writing prompt was to describe a scary place. They loved that one and enjoyed sharing out loud. And our classwork is boring. It's the reading inventory. That means they're doing their tests on the computer to show their reading score. I'm not making a big deal about it. I just said this is just to place you in the computer for your lessons, and I reminded them that in my class, they are not limited by their reading level at all when it comes to books, and that I want them just to read about things that they're interested in. My web kids did circles, and then afterwards we did a paper tower building contest. 31.5 inches. No. 33, that was me. 26, and the winner. It's 42 inches. After school, we have meetings right now during this time. We're gonna have electives due with the kids. It's only give us 5 minutes. It's a mad rush. I'm going to a leadership meeting because of being the web advisor. I'm leaving my meeting. It's almost 4. Something that I said in that meeting that I think is really important and worth sharing is there was a thing about we believe every student can learn. And I threw in that we also believe every student can develop social, emotionally, behave. Because I think in schools we talk all the time about how, oh, every kid can learn, but you're a good kid and you're a bad kid. And I think it's important to just have that underlying belief that if they're not behaving, we can teach them how to behave. It's really hard to find time to work out and cook healthy and do anything besides just go to school and I want more of my time to be spent with her and not all of these meetings that don't end. So maybe I'll have to pull back from something. Or maybe it'll slow down once the group gets going. Good morning, it's Wednesday. I'm on my way to another meeting. In class today, we read Big Words as our book. That's by Jamie Lee Curtis, and we talked about how it's a good idea to try to use big words when you can in your writing. My writing assignment was to describe your dream house. The game is called Conversion Tag. The goal is to be the student who converts the entire class to your gesture. Yeah, you do. What do they have to And then our classwork is the reading inventory. My day was 3 meetings. This is what else happened today. The Wi-Fi went down. Anybody who uses tech, you know that that's like the worst days. And my kids are doing the reading inventory on the computer, so yeah, that killed some stuff. Womp womp. Why am I whining? I love my job, but it's just too much. Like I keep forgetting things like my keys and my notebook because I have too much on my mind from going to too many meetings. I just want to teach. Okay, I had enough teaching work for today. Should be doing sub plans, but we're gonna go get some pedicures. Good morning, it is Thursday. I am heading all the way to Anaheim for the web follow-up. 2 hours and 15 minutes later, I'm here. Time to go learn about how to do web all year long. These sessions are normally unplugged and like super no techie, which sometimes I like in bursts, but a whole day of it is sometimes not my favorite. It's also super peppy and smiley.
What made you actually get into teaching?
I wanted to be a teacher since I was in the 4th grade and I had a crappy teacher and I thought I could do a better job than him in 4th grade. And I started taking notes on all my teachers. Stopped to get coffee. Look back there. I ran into other web leaders who were also on their way home. My big takeaways from today were to make sure that I'm teaching the kids the soft skills when they're working with the 7th graders, like how to go up and talk to them without being like nervous or awkward. And I also learned how to set up the meetings and maintain the web relationships throughout the year.
I also heard a quote again that I feel like is guiding what I'm doing right now. It's structure creates behavior. I think that's why my classroom is going so well right now. By the way, I haven't even done rules with the kids, like no rules, no consequences. We're just doing structures, and I think that that's more effective than like saying this is the rule, this isn't the rule. I'm just teaching them how to do everything.
Hello, it is Friday. I am back in my classroom after having a sub. By the way, I didn't say my sub plans were. My kids did a Frayer model yesterday and just their normal routine. If you want to see my sub plans, I'll put those in the link below. I'm putting spreadsheets down there with everything I make because I don't believe in charging for my stuff. Like I got it from somebody else, so I'll share it with you for free. Today is a little bit of an awkward day because we have to get those reading inventories done for class placement. Our book for today is The Name Jar. It's a little bit longer, but it's a really good book about the importance of like owning your cultural name instead of switching to a American name. And my kids are definitely relating with it. And one of my girls was like, Miss Priester, you're still saying my name wrong. So it's a good talking point. Also noticed that some of the kids keep changing books, or like my book's too hard. So now I'm adding in a step where they have to, some of them, I am having them like read a couple sentences to me, not really so I can check, and then it's more like so they can check to see if they can pronounce the words. In web, I like told my kids like we got a lot of work to do, into this training, we have so much going on, we went outside and played a game. What is that? Is it a bunny? It's a rabbit. Good morning, it's Saturday. I was supposed to go to yoga, but then I decided I'd rather spend time with Nuari. So we are at the Santa Rosa Plateau by our house, and we're going to go on a little hike. So our Saturday is more than just us running errands.
Yeah, you ready to go? Okay, come on, let's go. Hand. Acorn.
The ant. Say ant. Ant. You got. You got a little acorn?
Hand.
That was such a good decision. She saw animals she'd never seen before, and we did about a mile plus, and I'd say she walked a good at least a quarter mile of it on her own, and we sat and had some snacks and played with the ants. Well, I didn't make my goal of not having to go to Costco all month, but I had an excuse. I need to get my glasses fixed, and the dogs don't follow a food budget, especially when Nuari gives them treats all the time. Good evening. It's the end of the day. It's the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching the whole thing. She's trying to water those pitiful strawberry plants. I think it's just too hot here for all those right now. Like last week, at the bottom of this video, I will put a link to a spreadsheet that has the links to all the documents I used in class this week, the names of the books, everything. It will all be down there. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to give this video a like, hit subscribe. If you're multitasking, please pause and go give me a like or a subscribe, please. And feel free to share this with your teacher friends. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Nuari, say bye-bye.